What's good, everybody? Welcome back to LDS Boxing. Back with another one. So we're going to break down these new WBA rankings, run through them, see if we see anything crazy, stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do. We're gonna go down every division. Same thing. I want to salute to everybody coming through the building. Make sure you get the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see what in the building. JC in the building. What's good, bro? Happy New Year, bro. Salute to you. Salute. So we're gonna do a little screen share. We're gonna go through it. They just came out like the 31st um last year. So they always come out the last day of the month. So if anybody interested in checking them out on your own, feel free. The last day of each month, they always come out like clockwork. All right, so we got the heavyweight division right here. So we know what's going on at the top with Usyk versus AJ. They're gonna run that back probably sometime April or May. We'll see. Now Trevor Bryant, this is where the drama comes in. Trevor Bryant is a regular champion. He's supposed to fight Manuel Char. Manuel Char he was a champion in recess last month. As y'all can see, they took him off. So I don't know what's going on. Remember last year what happened with the shenanigans with the WBA when they had they had Stavern fight Shar. I mean they had Stavern step in for Shar to face Trevor Bryant out the blue. So we already know what time it is. And Don King did his pay per view. So I look like this is about to happen again. So Char is out right now, but he's supposed to get a work visa, and he's still supposed to fight. So we don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. But it's just kind of strange if they working on a fight with him and Trevor Bryan that they took him out of the out of the rankings per se as the champion in recess. But these rankings look pretty much the same except for one, and that's number 13. Jonathan Giltry. Now, I ain't never heard of him real talk. I seen him fight on one of these little undercards like a couple of years ago. He's a shorter heavyweight, like 5'11". Like he walk around like 250 or something like that. But he's a Don King fighter. And you see how he slid up to number 13. So that already let you know what time it is. So I see the play already. If y'all check out Boxing Scene with Jake Donovan, he already dropped that. You know what I'm saying? Just some foresight of what's going on with Manuel Char. Y'all can feel free to check that out. But yeah, man, I can see them doing a little switch thing again. So we'll probably see Trevor Bryant versus Giltry. You know what I'm saying? Now, Giltry was supposed to be on the undercard January 29th to face Alonzo Butler. You know what I'm saying? Longtime veteran, heavyweight veteran. And then, of course, you got Makabu versus Masensu on that undercard. So we'll see, man. So just stay tuned. You already know what time it is with the WBA, Don King, how they be working. So that's why I like to point stuff out like this. That way you can catch it. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see this guy like on your schedule on boxing scene, not boxing scene, but boxing rec, y'all see Jonathan Giltry, y'all already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the place. So that's how we rocking. But for the most part, nothing really changed for the heavyweight rankings. Mark Demore is out, so they replaced Mark Demore with Jonathan Giltry. So it is what it is. Crazy. All right, cruiserweight. So the super champion is Austin Gallimarian. Now he's supposed to fight number two, Igorov. That's his mandatory. They were supposed to fight in December, but the fight got postponed last minute. They may do that at the end of February. I heard Eddie Hearn talking about doing that fight on the undercard of Okole's next title defense. So that's cool. So maybe they can build into a you know what I'm saying, unification. But then you got the regular champion and Mahari. So they trying to consolidate these belts. So we'll see what happens with that, man. I know Dorticos is supposed to fight Mahari, but he kinda like I don't know if he turned it down, but he kinda like he took a tune up fight basically. So we'll see if we get back in position. But yeah, looking at these rankings, ain't nothing too crazy, nothing changed too much. You know, we still got some stuff at the top of of this division to sort out. You know, the super and the regular champions. So we'll see what they do. All right, like heavyweight. So Dimitri Bivol, he's the only champion. So that's what's up. So that's the main. That's what they trying to do in all divisions. Just have one champion. Excuse me. Roberto Ramirez, he won an eliminator. So he's saying he's going to get Bivol, but then again, you got number one Basso. He was the interim champion, so he won an eliminator as well. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. Of course, you want to see Bibble unified with Berterbiev or Joe Smith, running back with Joe Smith. But we already know how that works. They already talking like they ain't trying to fight Bibble because of his style. So you already know. But looking at it for the most part, ain't nothing really changed. The only thing that jumps out for me is number 13, Terrar Karam. Now this guy fought Lucas Matisse back in the day at 147 pounds for the regular title. That's the belt that Matisse had. Then he fought Pacquiao. Pacquiao took his belt, so on and so forth. But this the guy he fought from Thailand. He moved all the way up to 175. So that's what's up. That's crazy. So we'll see what's going on with him. He just came into the rankings. So yeah, we'll see. That's crazy. He moved all the way up from 47 to 75. All right, super middleweight. So we got undisputed Canelo. I mean, he pretty much can do whatever he want to do. I'm not sure what he's going if he's gonna come back to 68 anytime soon. If not, it'd be cool if he just go ahead and vacate, and it kind of opened up the division a little bit. But Dave Morrell is right there. He's a regular champion. So if Canelo do vacate the super title, they just gonna elevate Dave Morrell and keep it pushing. Number one, Adios won eliminated not too long ago. Fedorov is the gold champion. So I can see, Shunov, I'm sorry, Shunov. I can see they're doing number one versus number two. You see Caleb Plant's number three, so maybe they try to position him. John Ryder is fighting Danny Jacobs at number 10, so we'll see. So Lemieux versus supposed to fight David Benavidez, but that's the WBC route. So I mean, I'm looking at it if Dave Morrell wants to stay busy. Maybe somebody like Anthony Sims Jr. I mean, he fought on the undercard of his last fight. You know what I'm saying? He had a knockout victory. Um, I don't know. We got Gabe at the bottom, Belenga. So I can see Belenga versus Gabe sometime like in June for that Puerto Rican Day. You know, parade celebration. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. It's all like any of these divisions. They got excuse me, got anything to do with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wait for his move. Once this move happen, you'll see all the dominoes start to fall into play. So that's what it is. My man D'Lo in the building. Happy New Year. Salute to you, bro. Salute. Andrew Charles, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Greetings from the north side. Salute to you, bro. Happy New Year. Salute. So moving on to let's go where we at. Middleweight. All right. So yeah, man, same type of situation. They got Murata is a super champion, Lara is a regular. Murata supposed to get his fight rescheduled with Triple G sometime in April. Um, so yeah, it is what it is. The guys haven't fought in a long time, so it's kind of like irrelevant. Even Lara going on almost a year, and his last couple of opponents since the Hurd fight, he really fought kind of low competition. So we'll see. But I see he been in the gym, so we'll see if Lara have a fight date. Eubank is number one. He supposed to fight Lynn Williams, but that fight gonna get postponed again. It moved off the December 18th date. Now it's about to move off the the January the 29th date. And it'll probably go to February the 5th or the 12th. So y'all should hear something about that soon because UK is in shutdown right now for the whole month of January. So you'll see that rescheduled. Carissa Shields is on that undercard as well. So any Carissa Shields fans. But the rest of the rankings look pretty much the same. They still got Lewis Arias in there. He coming off a loss after beating Jerry Hurd, so maybe he got some smoke. Number 10, Vidal, he just fought December 29th. He's working with PBC. You got Jason Rosario who moved up. So I can see any of these guys, you know what I'm saying? Number 15, Danny Diggum. Now he's in the WBO rankings. He's number three in the WBO. And reason why I want to point this out before I forget, if Demetrius Andrade does vacate his title and move up instead of fighting Zanabek, you'll probably see Zanabek versus Dingham. Dingham got a fight coming up in February too. He's an MTK fighter, so I just want to throw that out there. All right, 154. So working on Jamel Charlo and Castano rematch, undisputed rematch. They're still working on that, so we'll see when they have a date. The pencil in date was February 26th, but we don't know. We'll see. So if that fight is done, they'll probably announce it this weekend on Showbox. So you know what I'm saying. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying for that one. Um, So number one, my Renoff. So he beat Sorrow. That was the Fugazi stoppage, and the whole thing was crazy. Sorrow already put in a request to get a rematch. You know what I'm saying? He filed a complaint, so he'll probably get that for sure because he was punching like 7 seconds after the bell. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but I think my Renoff will give him a rematch, and I think that was a good fight. They can run that back real quick, and plus, let them run it back so it won't mess up no undisputed again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that. Let me see. The rest of the stuff look pretty, you know, the same. Elvis Gomez moved up a spot, coming off his knockout victory over Clay Collier. Liam Smith is coming back versus Jesse Vargas. That's February the 5th. What else? What else we got? You see number 13, Vlad Hernandez. So if I'm matchmaking, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying on the PBC side. I do Elvis Gomez, number 5, versus number 13, Vladimir Hernandez. Hernandez coming off the upset victory over J Rock, former unified champion. So to me, as a matchmaker, PBC, that sounds like an easy fight to make. You know what I'm saying? And keep them active. So put them on one of these upcoming cards. You know what I'm saying? That'd be cool. That'd be a good little look for him. Thrill Hill in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. All right, we're gonna move down. What we got? Welterweight. So these rankings haven't changed. We heard the big news with Ugas. Um, Basically they replaced Spence. They basically add another um a fighter to that tournament they're doing. So Spence basically is in a tournament. Basically, if you're looking at it, the way if you read how they broke it down, I mean they structured that as the winner between Stanley Jones and Buteyev would get the winner between Ugas and Spence. We'll see what happens because, like I've been saying, Spence got a lot of power to stop fights, make fights, add fights, whatever he want to do, he can really do. If you know what I'm saying. So I don't know. I ain't gonna say that's gonna be 100%. But Ugas and Spence supposed to go down sometime in April, maybe late March. It all depends on the dates. I think one of the biggest holdup on that fight that a lot of people probably missing is because Showtime is trying to bid for that fight. I know it seems like it's gonna be on Fox because we've seen Spence fighting on Fox's last couple of pay-per-views. But Showtime is trying to get in the business. They're trying to get back in the Earl Spence business. So that's why it might be a little bit of delay. So we'll see. But the fight is on. On that undercard, you got Butea versus Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see how that works out for Butea. I mean, that's right around when Ramadan starts. So you got these devout Muslims and stuff like that. We'll see how that work out for him. If that still be on the undercard or they'll push it up. I don't know because Ramadan start like April 2nd through May 2nd, something like that. So we'll see how that works out. I know they can still train and stuff like that at night, but it's I know it's different. If y'all know anybody to go through that. Number two, you got Virgil Ortiz. He fighting my man Michael McKinson. That's January 22nd. Now they in the same situation. They waiting on that the zone deal to kick back in, or they may go somewhere else. So they waiting on the network, but that fight pretty much it's signed. They waiting on the date. That date could get pushed back, or it could stay on the same day. Javon Ennis number 3, so that's still the same. Boost is waiting. Boost with all this talk about Boost fighting Bud and whatever, and I think that's a good matchup, and I would like to see that too. But I think the people who's pushing for Boost and Bud got to talk to Cameron Duncan, Boost's promoter, manager, however you want to call it, the one who's making the fights for him, because they are pushing for a IBF final eliminator. Y'all gonna hear something about that pretty soon. Um, the main people, if you want to talk about um, Boot's career and what's going to happen next with Boot's career, the main two people you need to talk to is Steven Espinoza from Showtime because he's in love with Boot as far as his talent. He want to sign him to a long term deal, and Cameron Duncan. So if it ain't coming from either of those two guys, I mean, it's just us fantasy. It ain't a fantasy matchup. It's just us just talking. Like I think sometimes we gotta get to what's real. Like if these guys gonna fight, I want to know if it's realistic. You can't tell me, oh, he should be fighting this guy, he should be fighting this guy. But if his promoter and his manager talking about doing something else, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta explain that to me. We open ears too. Um, Abel Ramos come back against Josecito Lopez on Keith Thurman undercard pay per view versus Barrios. That's a good fight. Conor Ben looking to come back in April. They still got Majesty up in there. Michael Fox. That's crazy. Every time I see that, he's still ranked higher. Barrios, there you go. Jamal James. I don't know if Jamal James gonna stay at 47 or move up to 54. This kid right here, Tara, he just signed with Pro Bellum, so he may have something. Let me see. Jesus Ramos. David Avenesian is another player in this division because he's on the hot streak. So we'll see. All right. 140. So we got undisputed at 140. Josh Taylor. So Josh Taylor gonna make his WBO mandatory defense versus Jack Calderon. That's February the 26th. All the fights in the UK in February they own. You know what I'm saying? For now, they might have a reduced crowd, but they own. Like the Kell Brooks Amir Khan fight. That fight sold out 21,000. They ain't trying to mess with that. Um, and this one, I'm not sure if it's sold out, but it's a big event. So far as I know right now, all the events in January in the UK is canceled. You know what I'm saying? No, like even no bubble fights. But they're gonna start to pick back up their schedule in February. So this for anybody out there want to know. Number one, you got Alberto Palullo. We just seen him on PBC. He looked good. You know what I'm saying? Nice southpaw. So they got a little situation too because Palullo was the interim champion, so he's basically the mandatory for Josh Taylor. Then Barroso versus Harry Davis supposed to fight, but Barroso pulled out of that fight. So we'll see if they gonna run that back or whatever. You got Sando Martin, even number five, back to you. He won the eliminator last year on Tank's undercard. Sando Martin is a good fighter. Just beat Mikey Regis. He kind of like in no man's land. So I don't know what he's gonna do. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Then the rest of these rankings pretty much round itself out. It ain't nothing crazy. Analian is fighting Matisse. That's on January 22nd on the Gary Russell undercard. So yeah, so not too much changes. Well, really no changes really. So we'll see. Waiting on Josh Taylor to see after he fight Catterall if because everybody expecting him to win. If he's going to vacate right away, move up to 47, or I mean, I wouldn't be mad if he campaigned at 140 for like at least two more fights because there is some smoke. But we'll see though. 135. So George Kambosos is a super champion. We just waiting for how these guys are going to negotiate. You know what I'm saying? He got the ticket, but the thing is, I think for me, I feel like he's gonna go to whoever gonna offer the most fights for the biggest bag. So if he get like a 4 fight deal with any of these promoters to fight Devin Haney or Tank, whoever he gonna try for who he gonna fight, then that's what he's gonna do. So I think they're just waiting for that. But the natural fight should be Kambosos versus Haney for undisputed, no disputed, undisputed. You feel me? So we'll see. Tank Davis, he's the cash cow in this division. So he basically can move how he can, how he want to move really. So there's no telling what he's gonna do. He dropped the 140 regular title, so that tells you he's gonna campaign at 35. We'll see, man. I mean, if Devin Haney and Kambosos fight, he should fight Lomachenko, in my opinion. I, I think that should be natural. Then the winner of that's a big fight. They can face the winner of Kambosos Haney. You feel me? They still got Rolly number one, but you see y'all see he got a star by his name, so that means it's under review dealing with his situation. What's interesting about Rolly, yo. This why I like sometimes being behind the scenes and be getting shit. Yo, Rolly contract expired like in October. His contract with Mayweather Promotions expired in October. Right around the time where all this legal stuff started to pop off. You know what I'm saying? Stay woke. They ain't just going, and nobody gave an explanation why all this stuff happened or what's going on with it. Nobody back brief. What's going on with Rolly? Is he straight? He cool? No charges was filed. None of that shit. But his contract expired in October. It lapsed, and maybe he didn't want to resign. I'm just saying. Got to throw stuff out there for a lot of people. I mean, being in a position that I do, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes when I put out information, people be like, "What? How you know?" Or they don't believe it. They got to hear it from the big people, the big media. So it's kind of a struggle, but you know how we keep grinding, we working. That's why I salute everybody coming through the building and rocking and listening, checking it out. But yeah, Rolly, his contract expired like in October. I was like October, November, around the time where the situation happened. So we don't know. No, I'm not saying the situation not 100. I'm just saying it was kind of convenient. So Michelle Rivera, he's supposed to fight. Like they ordered Michelle Rivera versus Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares went the WBC route. He's going to fight February 22nd versus Zor Abdullaev, and the winner's supposed to be Devin Haney's mandatory. Devin Haney just beat Linares and Zor Abdullaev, so y'all make that make sense. You got Lomachenko, Vasquez. So I'm thinking Michelle Rivera is going to fight Miguel Vasquez. Miguel Vasquez just won a title eliminator on MTK. So I'm guessing Michelle Rivera versus Vasquez for the eliminator, for title eliminator coming up. So we'll see. You got Teofimo number 6. Will Zepeda, he's a dark horse at 35. 35 is one of the best divisions right now. But we need these guys to fight, and we can really see it. But they got some. It's a hot division. Will Zepeda is good. Jesper Corrales, former world champion. Now he about to fight in Panama and some benefit, KO drugs benefit. So I would say he could be up there to fight one of these young guys, but I think he's gonna stay in Panama and fight. You got Pitbull Cruz up in there, you know what I'm saying? He did good in his last fight. Ricky Burns, he just had a fight, so and that was this at 135. Freddie Martin, we seen how he looked. Um, yeah, I think Freddie Martin be a good matchup with any of these guys, you know what I'm saying, based off his skill set or whatever. So I, you can see him. He probably be back on Spencer Ugas on the card. So we'll see. He said, "Oh shit, I didn't know. I didn't know that." Oh, you talking about Rolly? Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. You notice how they ain't came out and defended him and none of that stuff. Everything been quiet. So Rolly is a fighter without promotion. Nah, he not with Mayweather Promotions no more. He not with them. Now he may have some. He may still have working with Al, but he ain't with Mayweather Promotions. So we'll see if anybody try to go get him. He seemed like a type of guy that I think Eddie Hearn would try to get him. So just because of the antics and stuff like that. But we'll see. All right, 130. So Roger Gutierrez versus Chris Colbert supposed to go down in February. I'm guessing February 19th. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. They announced the undercard fight for February 19th, and Kaha's fighting, defending his title. But we'll see. This fight, they've been penciling for that date. Like I said, a lot of these dates they working on, you know, they're trying to work on their schedule. So like I said, I can see Showtime announcing a 3 month schedule this weekend, well, this week, this Friday on Showbox. So that's another reason to tune in, but we'll see. John O'Carroll won a title eliminator, so he's number 2. So maybe he get the winner. You'll never know. Branov, you got Xavier Martinez. He's fighting Consejo. He signed with Top Rank. That's another TMT fighter who just left. Xavier Martinez. So that let y'all know what's going on with TMT. They really don't got too much over there, and what they had, they let them go because Xavier Martinez is a good fighter. He just signed with Top Rank. He's going to face off against Consejo for the WBC Eliminator. So, you know what I'm saying? Lamont Rose Jr., he's a player, you know what I'm saying? He just got a good win last month. Ricardo Nunez, that's another one of those guys from Panama who's going to stay down there and do that benefit. Number 7, Otar and Nalian. I don't know, mess his name up, but Otar, he's fighting this weekend on Showbox. He can fight, yo. He can fight. Y'all check him out. He's fighting Sterling Castillo, the tall southpaw. This with Samson Boxing. Yo, check that fight out. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good fights on Showbox. Jaime Abaleta fighting coming. I think he's fighting in 2 weeks. You got Rocky Hernandez is back in the mix. He just had a fight. Rene Alvarado. Okay. So this division, like that, like it need like unification for sure. Because you got Shakur is probably he's the best to me. You know what I'm saying? Talent wise and skills and all that. So it'd be cool to see him and Valdez unify. There's nothing really holding that fight up except for Top Rank protecting Valdez, in my opinion, because Valdez don't have a mandatory. Shakur don't have a mandatory. They already ordered a WBC tournament, a 4-man tournament. O'Shaquie Foster is the other half of that. He's supposed to fight Muhammad Yakubov. And then you got Consejo versus Martinez. So he free for another 2 fights. So I don't know. Kenichi Ogawa, um, he might get that mushroom diet, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a signed with Eddie Hearn. So he may get, shoot, I don't know. He may get Cordina. Then if he beat Cordina, he probably get Barrett. You know, so he gotta get that mushroom diet. So we'll see, man. So looking unlikely. Only one that should happen is Valdez versus Shakur as unification. All right, 126. So Leo is still the super champion. They give the WA giving him a stay busy fight. He's gonna fight on Keith Thurman undercard against Kenan Carvajal, who is a taller fighter, like 5'10", 5'11". So that's a different adjustment. I don't think Leo been, you know, the shorter opponent in his fight. So we'll see. But that's at 130. It's like it's not a catchweight, but he fighting at 130. But they're gonna allow him to keep the belt with the understanding that if he wins, then he's going to fight the winner between Lee Wood and Michael Conlan, which is going to go down March the 12th. That's a good fight too. You got a counter puncher, big puncher, counter puncher, Lee Wood versus like a crafty switch hitter Michael Conlan, who got skills but haven't really lived up to the hype coming out the Olympics, in my opinion. So that's a game plan. This is another one that needs unification too. Um, Brandon Figueroa is number 2, so maybe he'll get some smoke. Um, this kid right here, Garcia. Now I can see Brandon Figueroa versus Garcia. Garcia just fought on the PBC card December 18th. He looked good. He got dropped in the first round, but he came back and stopped the guy. So I can see that. Figueroa versus Garcia. You got Jordan Gill, Kanzu still in there. Ray Ford, you know what I'm saying? Up and coming American prospect. He should be able to get some smoke pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? They got some dates coming up. Luis Alberto Lopez. Now he's the number 1 contender in the IBF, so he's looking to get Kiko Martinez and any of those, any of those top guys. But he looking at Kiko, and he just signed with Top Rank, so that's what's up. So we'll see. He said, "Damn, who's left on TMT? Jack, Jack left. Yeah, Richardson Hitchens. Man, I think that might be about it, bro. Kevin Johnson, you know what I'm saying? The guy that been beating all those undefeated prospects. Oh man, they don't man, I don't know. It's like they're doing like a fire sale or something. Because they had Andres Cortez, you know what I'm saying? They let him have a couple fights on top rank, and then top rank don't mess with him no more. So he a free agent. Yeah, man, I don't know what they're doing. But there's something going on. You know what I'm saying? There's something going on. He said, "What's up, William? Old school Arden in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you." All right, moving to 122. All right, so we got a possible undisputed match coming up, man. Hopefully, we can get it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we can get this. I'm gonna talk about it real quick and get this out the way. So yeah, MJ is the unified champion, IBF and WBA. Now, the situation with him, he's supposed to fight his mandatory run in Rios. Now, this fight was ordered like April of last year, so it wasn't because of the Michael Fox situation. This fight been ordered, so running Rios had to pull out last minute. So MJ fought a replacement opponent. So the WBA might still order that fight. You know what I'm saying? They got a tricky situation too. So that's why I don't know if they're gonna go right to undisputed because Stephen Fulton don't have a mandatory just yet. I mean, he got one mandatory with 2 belts. So what they decided to do, they decided to consolidate the mandatory, and that's Danny Roman. So he's number 1 in the WBA. I mean, excuse me, WBC and WBO. So Fulton can kind of chill, so he can pursue this undisputed fight. But then you got a situation with the WBA because they got 3 guys that's basically one eliminators. Rios, then Zach Hovanesian, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Kometa who just won one. So I would say, I don't know. They should do like a box off. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Do a box off. Do a Zach versus Kometa, and then I guess Rios get his opportunity at MJ because he's been waiting for a while. and Stephen Fulton might go ahead and fight Danny Roman. So I can see that happening. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe they can fight at the end of the year for undisputed. But yeah, look at the rankings. Ain't too much. There's one kid to look out for this weekend. He fighting on Showbox. Luis Ronaldo Nunez, big punching guy from Dominican Republic. He in a tough fight too. This you know what I'm saying, he can fight. Yo, go check him out. He got a bunch of knockouts too. He can box and he can bang. So yeah, that's one to look out for. Bantamweight 118. So anyway, is the unified champion WBA IBF. Now he just had a little run out fight. You know what I'm saying? Easy work. He was supposed to face one of the champions on that date, but Casemiro. It was supposed to be Casemiro actually, but Casemiro he had a mandatory pulled out of it, and then they making him show calls or whatever. And if he don't show, the proof that he put the reason why he put out was legit, they're gonna strip him. Um, don't excuse me. Anyway, and Casemiro had a fight date in April. You know what I'm saying? Already lined up. So if both guys would have won, they would have fought in April. So since Donaire fought and won and retained his WBC, they might do the rematch between Donaire versus Inoue sometime in April just to replace Casemiro. So anyway, I give him props because he's one of the best fighters. Even though he get overhyped and a lot of people don't like to put a smaller guy over a bigger guy, but what he did in his career is kind of dope, and he's pursuing to fight the best. So yeah, I like anyway. You know what I'm saying? You got Rashid Warren number one, Gary Antonio number two. They may fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight too. I think they fought in the amateurs, but they right there. I think Rashid Warren is like number two in the WBO. So if Casemiro vacates, then he'll face Paul Butler for the vacant title. But pretty much nothing really too crazy up in these rankings. You still got some good fighters. Lee McGregor supposed to come back. I think he had to pull out a fight or something happened to him. Let me see, man, Rodriguez. So yeah, but we want to see this unification at the top. You can get undisputed. I think they can get undisputed because anyway versus Casemiro was done 2020 before COVID hit. That fight was already done. And anyway, already fought Donaire, so I don't think that he'll have no trouble making that fight. So we'll see. All right, Superfly 115. So Estrada versus Chocolatito, the third fight that's on. That's March the 5th in San Diego. So look out for that. That's a good one. Um, Joshua Franco may be back on the Virgil Ortiz undercard. He should be back. You know what I'm saying? This be his first fight back with Golden Boy. He's been fighting on top rank for his last three fights. Let me see. Then you got Kajas, the IBF champion. He's fighting February the 19th. Ioka just fought on New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying? He had a victory. It was a tough fight though. So if Kajas win, he's going to unify with Ioka. That fight was done for New Year's, but then they had the travel ban and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's some good names now in this ranking. Daniel Nietes, Andrew Maloney, um, Kiever Fernandez, Winston Guerrero. This kid right here from Mexico, Cuellar, he can punch. You know what I'm saying? So Charlie Edwards up in there. So we'll see, man. Moving to 112. So you got the world champion, Artem Cannon. He had a good performance defending his title. Hopefully we can see unification. This is the same type of deal. Like I said, every time I get down this low, I gotta see these guys unify. Um, Sandoval is a good fighter. Wasim, he is the he is the he's the mandatory for Dr. Cannon. He didn't look good in his last fight. I think Dr. Cannon probably stopped him. But Sandoval is a mandatory for the IBF for Sonny Edwards. Look at Dylan Price. Every time I see him down here, I ask myself, can he actually make 112? And if he can, like, how good would he be? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I see him fighting at 115, 118, but 112, I don't know. We'll see. 108. So they got a little situation at the top for them too. Kawaguchi supposed to face the regular champion Bermudez. That fight is coming up. I want to say January 15th or January 14th in Mexico. So that fight coming. And then you got the interim, he used to be interim champion, Daniel Meltion, so he may get the winner. You got Ben Rodriguez, who is a he is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, he Olympic gold medalist. He just fought on the Soro Marinov undercard. That's Mantov. That's Mantov. I think he won the Val Barker Award in 2016. So that was like the best boxer in the Olympics. So yeah, he can fight. So yeah, we'll see. But we definitely need a unification too. But in this division, we'll see. I know Yakubov got a running back with Ken Shiro. Alvarado may be looking for a unification. I mean, it makes sense for Alvarado versus Gonzalez, the WO champion, because they both working with Golden Boy, so that makes sense for that. But we'll see. Then you got Ben Rodriguez who's looking for a title shot. So I don't know. Same thing with 105. So we had some movement, you know what I'm saying, last month, and we should get some this month as well. But the super champion, this knockout CP Freshmart right here. He got like two different names. But he had a title defense last month. And then Eric Rosa, he just fought for the regular title. And they posted it like a tournament, but I don't know what happened to the one guy. They put the so Rosa fought Saladar, took his regular title. Benavidez is supposed to fight Rojas, but I'm not sure if that fight gonna happen. I haven't heard nothing about it. So maybe Eric Rosa go right into the CP Freshmart. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really look too good in that fight. I mean, I scored it like a draw. It was a couple of knockdowns, was kind of questionable. So Saladar was hitting him with the right hand the whole fight, but they gave it to Rosa. So if he go into the fight with CP Freshman, I don't know. He might lose that one. I don't know if he like. I think he need a couple more fights personally. Just how he, just to get the experience of fighting a guy that's technical like this. Because my man can punch. So we'll see. The WBC, they gotta do a rematch. Pena versus the 54-year-old guy, Wahan. They supposed to fight, run that back. Quato supposed to run it back with the guy he took the belt from. Pedro Duran. They're supposed to rematch coming up. And then Taniguchi just won the title off of Mendez. So it's been some shaking in 105 the last couple of months. I think the WBC title and IBF title is gonna be back on the line in January, so we'll see. So yeah, some shaking. Let me see where I left off at. He said my bad. Hackett, yeah, Jaleel Hackett. Yep, yep. Happy New Year, bro. Salute to you. Eric Diaz in the building. He said, I'm not convinced on that Rosa dude. He ain't no mini Pac Man to me. Yeah, you seen him fight? Yeah, he can box and stuff like that. I don't know. You can tell he's still learning as a young fighter though. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's what it is, man. So the only thing that, like I said, that stuck out to me in these rankings with, what I'm saying, these new rankings was this right here, the heavyweight division. Everything else is straight, but right here, number 13, Jonathan Gidry. So I've been, what I'm saying, doing some research on him. You know what I'm saying? He's a short fighter. Kind of remind me of who he remind me of? He remind me of Joey DeVecco. Y'all remember him, the heavyweight kind of journeyman type of guy. Kind of fight similar in stature, like 5'10", 5'11". He like 250. So he definitely, and he don't look in shape, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that stuff happens with that. So don't be surprised if he faced Trevor Bryant coming up. And he signed with Don King, so they might do the old, switch that they did last year with Stavern. So yeah. All right, so that's what it is, man. So salute to everybody come through the building. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. That's my time, and I'm out.